There's a war going on, the books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, and a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Saturday, December 13th. It's Army versus Navy, the game of games, the game of the day, the game of the year. It's always a great game. Can't wait for Army-Navy tonight. It's going to be one for the ages for sure. You got a big spread here, but man, always a great game. Army versus Navy. We'll get you prepared and ready for the big game here. There's also a bowl game tonight, the very final LA Bowl, the last LA Bowl of all time, apparently, with Washington and Boise State. We'll also preview the NBA Cup tonight, the two big games here in Las Vegas in the NBA Cup. We got the steam is popping off like nobody's business here right now as we get ready for the action in college basketball today. We'll also have a big hockey card to cover, so settle in for a couple of hours of sports betting talk here with me here on the Morning Steam Show. I want to thank you for coming in and joining us here on the Sports Money Network on Saturday, but don't forget, we'll be by later tonight with our companion coverage of UFC from Las Vegas, the last UFC card of the year. It's going to be a great time with the guys tonight, and then they'll have 6 weeks off, get ready for the new season, get ready for the Paramount Plus. So, yeah, a little bit of a respite for the UFC, but we got one last card here tonight, and we'll be along with the guys with some picks. I've already got my package out there of plays. You can get those plays right now if you go to winnable.com/Ramon. I've got I think a 6-pack of plays up there. Man, the steam is really got to get this steam going here, you guys. Get my plays tonight for UFC Vegas with that main event, Royval versus Kopp. But I've got 6 plays over there. Go to winnable.com/Ramon. Use the promo code STEAM. Save 20%. Or you can just watch the show and pretty much get the same plays. I might fine-tune it a little bit for a little fun on the show. I like to kind of speculate those round props and a method of victory. But get my best solid plays over there at winnable.com/Ramon. My goodness, this steam is popping off, and we've got a goal over here also. Action underway in Spain right now, and I'm seeing a goal here right now by Valencia. Right now, just happening here against Atletico Madrid, tying the game up at 1. EPL action, top of the hour. Got some Serie A going on over here as well, and we're about to get rolling in Bundesliga action. You can keep track of some of the scores behind me anyway, and as we get underway, where do I see some scores here? We're going to come up with some games here in just a few minutes. Check it out. Say hello to some folks in the chat and just get rolling with this show. Let me get rolling with some of the steam first. There's going to be so much of it here.
Steam play.
We got some plays rolling left and right. How about Illinois State and Utah State? Let's get it rolling with game number 685. We got some steam coming in on the over in this one. Hey, just to let you know, that one's in the package, not the total, but the side in my premium pick plays over at winnable.com. But right now, the steam is coming in with Illinois State and Utah State steam to the over. Here it was 147. We're seeing that steam come in here right now. And more. Oh, man, there's a lot. Okay, Illinois State and Utah State, that steam to the over coming in right at this moment, and it is up to 149. It was 147. That steam came in on the over there just seconds ago. It was North Dakota State and Drake. Game number 627, 628 here with North Dakota State and Drake. Seeing some steam to the over here in this one. It was open to, well, maybe it was 141. We're seeing up here going higher here with North Dakota State and Drake. We got that steam rolling in right now to the over. It's up to 144.5. That's about a 3-point move and more off the opener with North Dakota State and Drake. I can't hide it all from you. We got another one that came in just a few moments ago in a good game here between Kansas and North Carolina State. Saw steam coming in just moments ago in this one with Kansas and North Carolina State. Some steam to the under here in this one. It was 151, but that steam came in on the under here with Kansas State, with Kansas and North Carolina State. We're seeing that total move down here right now to 147. So about a 4-point move so far there. This is going to be, hey, this is going to be important information today right here on the Morning Steam Show. Also moments ago, game number 691, just seconds ago, Oakland and Northern Iowa. Steam right now to the over here in this one. I don't think I saw that one coming. Steam to the over here with Oakland and Northern Iowa. Seeing this one move here to 147 here, 148 now. Steam to the over. Wow, Northern Oakland and Northern Iowa. All right. Also, game number 619. I was right. Northridge and Delaware. This one, right, is an early start here. Northridge playing a 10 a.m. body clock game here at Delaware. We're seeing steam to the over in this one. Man, this one was 146, but we're seeing that steam to the over right now in this one between Northridge and Northern Iowa. And right now that game has moved here to a 150, a 4-point move there, Northridge and Delaware today. Woo! Oh, I get excited.
Steam play.
Right now, seconds ago, here's some steam on an early game. This is Central Michigan and Stony Brook. Steam to the under right now. This is in real time here. Total was 146. We're seeing some steam to the under here. Central Michigan and Stony Brook right now with some steam coming in here to the under. It's down to 144.5, about a 1.5 move, but we're seeing steam to the under there. Just seconds ago, it was some steam coming in here right now. Northern Illinois and Elon. Steam to the under here in this one. It was 160. But boy, this thing's on the move lower right here, right now, down to 156. You can catch good numbers right now with these if you're following along and ready to go. You can get CLV. It's free right here on the Morning Steam. I'm giving it to you under steam with Northern Illinois and Elon. All right. Also, just moments ago, these are a little bit more stale because there's so many of them I can't keep up. But let me give you a fresh one right now coming in. Steam here to the under. Wilmington and Valpo. We're seeing some steam here to the under in this one with Wilmington and Valpo. Man, can you hear it all going off right now? This is why you're joining me here We're going to get to those previews, but Wilmington and Valpo, we're seeing that steam to the under. It was 136. We're down to 134 here with Wilmington and Valpo. Just seconds ago, we're seeing some steam here on the extra board with Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic's getting steamed here right now as we speak on the added board. It's the first game on the added board. They were 15-point favorites, but now Florida Atlantic is on the move as we speak. It's the first game on the added board here, and it's up to 17 and a half, 2.5 point move right now on Florida Atlantic, everybody. Wow, welcome to the show. Northern Arizona and San Diego taking some steam here tonight in this one with NAU and USD. Seeing the steam come in here to the under in this one. It was 150 here. Let me see if I can't slow it down a little bit. We don't want to slow it down. Okay, there we go. Northern Arizona and San Diego. Right now, that steam is coming into the under in this one at is down to 148 juice to the under. That's a 2-point move, 2+ here. Steam to the under with NAU and USD. Also, been trying to get to this one. I guess it's so stale now it doesn't matter, but we do have to mention it. Michigan and Maryland steam to the over here at 154. This one has gone up so high here, you guys. I might have to switch my pick. We were going to do this one in the preview since Michigan's undefeated. But right now, a short time ago, minutes ago now, up to 157 and a half, 3.5 point move there. Michigan and Maryland over. Big time steam right there here on the show. All right, man. I'm sorry I've ignored everybody here. Let me at least say hello. Let me get you a few more here real quick. Canisius took some steam in their game against Maine. The steam already came in on the over in that one, and then it came in on Canisius. Maine was a 6-point favorite. This one's at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And the steam came in here on Canisius. It's from 6.5 to 5. The steam is on Canisius this morning. All right, more coming in right now. We've got a move here live with SMU, LSU, steam to the over here in this one. It was 158, but we're seeing this one move higher. We'll have this one in the preview, but we're going to hold off on it for now, see how this one shakes out. It was 158. We're up to 160, juice to the over now. Big time steam on the over with SMU and LSU this morning here on the Morning Steam Show. Isn't this fun, you guys? All right, let me see who's here. We're already 10 minutes into the show, and we haven't even said anything yet. Good morning to Crip Key. He likes OKC, whatever number you can get. Take the Thunder, says Crip Key. Nick Candy is here and ready to go. Stop geocaching. Here in the chat all-stars are filing in. We got 4 dozen of you here already. Here's Blake. And SF Niner's ready for it too. He's ready. He's watching the soccer. We got Bundesliga. Let me get to a good game over here anyway with the Bundesliga action. Just keep it on the goal arena there. That'll keep us updated. ETSU for Blake last night. Jake Parma in the chat. Hello. SF Niner. How about that Warriors game last night? Man, the Timberwolves, that was a back and forth game in the fourth. There's Bobby Mack in the chat. Tommy Buns joining us. Hey everyone, like this video, subscribe to our channel. Sports Money here on YouTube, fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. Do we have a goal here, I think, right now? already in Germany. I think we're seeing here a goal for sure here. I think Wolfsburg has scored against Mönchengladbach. All right, I'm trying to stay afloat here. There we go. Heisman Trophy tonight. Don't forget. James Parham is here. Hello. Bobby Mack. He's got action here as well. There's Bar. Caps. How you been, Caps? Nice to see you in the chat. Wow. Blue is here today. What up? What up? What up? Let's get back to some steam, and I'll say hello. Wine Time's here. My team lost last night. Wine Time, 37-0. So no championships for my teams. Grand Canyon took the steam here just seconds ago in their matchup tonight. Grand Canyon's taking on Coastal Carolina. Grand Canyon was a 16-point favorite, but this one is definitely moving higher right now. Grand Canyon taking that steam here this morning, and they are right now up to a 17.5-point favorite at DraftKings. 1.5 move to Grand Canyon here this morning on the Morning Steam Show. All right, we got more coming your way. Pepperdine took that steam in their matchup against Bakersfield. Wow. The steam had already come in on the over in the Pepperdine and Bakersfield game, but we saw Pepperdine take the steam. I was surprised by that. It's still 1.5 or 2. I'm not getting bent out of shape out of that one, but reportedly Pepperdine did take the steam. I don't know if I agree with that. All right. Also, short time ago, Seton Hall took some steam against Rutgers. The game at 8 Eastern and 5 Pacific tonight. Seton Hall opened about a 10.5-point favorite, but they are up to 12, maybe 11.5 or 12 here right now with Rutgers and Seton Hall. Seton Hall reportedly took the steam. Also, Evansville and Notre Dame. Steam came in on the under in that one, and I can get behind that for sure. Steam to the under there at, it was 136, but right now that total in the Evansville and Notre Dame game has gone down here to 134 juice to the under, about a 2-point move there, but that's something I can get behind. Also here, go to the extra board. St. Thomas, the Tommies, took some steam here, and the second game up on the card at 2 Eastern on the extra card, 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific. St. Thomas was a 2.5-point favorite, but the steam came in on them just a moment ago. And right now, St. Thomas is up to a 3.5-point favorite this morning here on the Morning Steam Show. Also, Belmont took some steam this morning in their matchup. Belmont up against Illinois Chicago. Belmont was a 13-point favorite. The steam came in on Belmont, and Belmont went up to a 15-point favorite here, by a 2-point move this morning on Belmont. Also, Niagara and Morgan State. Steam came in on the under in that one between Niagara and Morgan State, 4 Eastern and 1 Pacific. It was 143, but then the steam came in here and moved this one to 141.5, about a 1.5 move there with Niagara and Morgan State. All right, we're going to keep it rolling here right now on the Morning Steam Show by saying hello to more folks. There were some more moves here, but we've seen they're a little bit stale, so I'm not going to regurgitate any information here. Flea Math is ready to go. And let's see here. Who else? Elliot Jameson. Oh, great to see you. Hope you are doing well, Elliot. Great to see you. Please stay well. All right, here we go.
Major line move.
Blake, can Pavia do it tonight? Man, it seems like Fernando Mendoza, he walked away with all that hardware last night. It's going to be hard to keep the Heisman out of his hands as well. It seems like we'll see what the voters think about that. And look at that, what Tommy was saying there about what Tommy was saying about St. Thomas. Looks like blue is on, Daniel. More steam? Okay, you got it, Power Critter. Northern Iowa just seconds ago taking the steam in that game. We just mentioned the steam to the over, and now Northern Iowa taking the steam here right now. They were a 7.5-point favorite with some juice, but we're seeing this one move here big time right now with Northern Iowa. They're up to a 9-point favorite against Oakland. All right. Also, just a few moments ago, Mississippi State and Utah. We saw some steam coming in on the under there with Mississippi State and Utah. Will we ever get to the games today here? Steam here to the under in Mississippi State and Utah a short time ago anyway. And this one is now at 150.5 here. That's a 3.5-point move at least off the opener there with Mississippi State and Utah. All right, just seconds ago, guys. Well, we can start to get rid of some of the plays anyway from my college basketball. UCLA and Gonzaga just got steamed to the over. That was going to be my play here tonight in that game. It's basically the last game on the college basketball card that we're going to preview. That was 148. Steam's coming in right now. This is my recommendation to go under, and we're not going to get the best of it, but it is going down here to 147. I like it under UCLA and Gonzaga. Seconds ago, North Carolina is taking steam here against Upstate. North Carolina was a 28-point favorite. But right now they're getting steamed in their matchup here against South Carolina Upstate, and we're seeing this one now at 30. 2-point move here, North Carolina over South Carolina Upstate. All right, man. Great to have you here this morning. Also in that game, the steam did come in on the over while I was getting ready for the show here. I'm just seeing it now. It was 148, and now it's 151.5 here at DraftKings right now. That was a 3-point move at least in that Upstate and North Carolina game. Steam came in on the over there in that one. All right. Thank you, everybody. Wow, this is what college basketball is all about. We had some steam to the over in Rutgers and Seton Hall. It was 132. But the steam came in on Rutgers Seton Hall to the over, and that one went up here too. 133. It didn't go that high. I'm really only seeing 132.5. Okay, let's get back to saying I. Let's get back to the show at hand. Here we go. There's what else? Johnny Walker. It's just going crazy here. Jimmy Wynn, hello. Nice to see you in the chat. And I think I've all caught up here. And Barr giving us the baseball. We had the hockey trades as well last night. How about the move the Oilers finally made to go and get a goaltender? They get Tristan Yari from the Penguins. And in exchange, they basically send Skinner over to Pittsburgh. There were some other parts involved, but we know those are the big parts here, right? In the big trade there last night between the Penguins and the Oilers. And we'll see here.
Major line move.
If I don't think it's going to get the goalie situation today. I think we're not going to see Yari on the Oilers. I think we're going to get Skinner there. But there was also the other big trade involving the Minnesota Wild. They got Quinn Hughes from Vancouver there as well. So that was a move there on Friday. as the Wild get Hughes from Vancouver. There were some other parts involved there as well. All right, one more steam move here. Maybe we can get started, but just seconds ago, there was some steam that just came in the matchup between Santa Clara and Arizona State. We're seeing some steam to the over here in this one. Hey, this one's being played just right down here at the Lee Family Arena. Santa Clara and Arizona State, steam to the over. It was 156.5, and steam coming in here right now. It's so close, I can feel it. And right now we're seeing this one move here higher to 159.5 here at Circa. That's right now a 2.5 point move as we speak. Santa Clara and Arizona State. We're getting these plays in real time here on the Morning Steam Show. So, hey, it's not about me. It's about the moves. It's about the info. I'll get to some picks with you guys in just a moment. But we did see some steam to the under in the game between West Virginia and Ohio State. They're playing this one in Cleveland. It was 143.5, and then the steam came in, and right now it's down to 142 here with a 2.5 point or 1.5 point move anyway. West Virginia and Ohio State steam to the under just moments ago here on the Morning Steam Show. All right.
Major line move.
Also, we did see some steam come in on BYU. They were a 33.5 point favorite in their matchup with Cal Riverside. BYU took some steam, and they're up to 35 here at some spots, 35.5 here at the stations in Las Vegas over UC Riverside. All right. Did I catch up here? Can we get the show started? Okay. Cash Kane ready to go. Thank you to Jimmy. Terrell, hello. Terrell. Man, the story just kept getting more bizarre, didn't it? I mean, look, I know I get the most
Major
bizarre
lineman.
thing to me, and look, I am not anybody to say anything about, ethics. I'm never been married. I don't know. I'm maybe for a reason, right? But people are they're defending Sharon Moore. They're defending, saying, you know what? I saw one former ESPN anchor who's a tout now. You might know who he is. He said, hey, if Moore was doing a better job, they would have done a better job to cover it up. Can you believe these wackos? Jesus Christ, this man was. People do anything for a click. I'll do anything for a click, but I'm not going to do that. All right, God dang, can people, on the down low, we can defend the guy like, oh, you know what, he's got some side piece and everything like that. But when you basically get caught in your own thing and, it was blowing up, everybody already knew about it and everything like that, and then you go up and do a little, the threat, the knives. I don't care if you're gonna spread your peanut butter and jelly with a butter knife.
Halftime.
He went crazy. He went off. He was embarrassed. What is he gonna do? Maybe a good thing they stopped the situation, right? Was he gonna go murder somebody? Was he gonna go OJ on somebody or something? Right? When it got to that point, where you basically lost your mind, you lost your job, you lost your mind, and now you're going to go off and, why did you do this to me? All right. I'm not going to be that guy. It is what it is. I mean, the man basically was on a chase with the police. Steam just came in a second ago. Southeast Louisiana and Houston Christian steam to the under in this one.
Halftime.
With Southeast Louisiana and Houston Christian. This one's at 4:30 Eastern and 1:30 Pacific time. Seeing the steam come in here to the under. Here it was 134.5. It's down to 132.5. Juice to the under right now at Bet Online. Steam to the under. Southeast Louisiana and Christian. Southern, nothing gets hidden, nothing safe anymore. You better cover your tracks. Southern Utah and Washington steam to the under here just moments ago. I'm sorry, steam to the over here. Southern Utah and Washington just moments ago with this one. We're seeing the steam come in there with uh, Southern Utah and Washington. Steam to the over. It was 150, and this one's gone way north of this. We're up to 154 and a half. 4-point move, 4.5 point move. Southern Utah and Washington. Steam to the over here on the morning steam show. Yeah, I'm not anybody to judge that, but it's impossible to defend someone who basically maybe was going to commit was out on bail. Couldn't have been too big. Maybe he got off because he only grabbed the butter knife. All right. Tulane took that steam, as we said again. Okay, Tulane took some steam against UC San Diego. This is a late game in the Jack Jones Classic out here in Henderson, Nevada. I promise you, it's 5 minutes away from me. Tulane took the steam against UCSD here, and it was down to 6. All right, not a big move there necessarily. All right, yeah, I did set you guys off a little bit on that one, but man, I don't think you're not going to get too conspiracy on this one. We got to go, you guys. We got to get started with the show. Don't forget to get my picks here today. I've also got college football picks sent out, college basketball picks out there sent as well. So check me out. Let's go to the games and let's get the big one started right now with Army versus Navy here tonight. Can't wait. I love it every year. It's it's on my bucket list, and my bucket list getting a little bit old to even fill this one out. But hey, maybe one day we can still get there with Army taking on Navy here in Baltimore this year for Army Navy. And look, you got Navy here, 6.5-point favorite, total 39.5. Yes, Navy is that good, but doesn't matter to me. This is Army Navy. Throw out the books, throw out the records, we know how this goes. It's underdog and under every time. Even if you lose, I'm never going to go against underdog and under, at least for the last 15 years. It seems like with this matchup, yes, Navy has one of their best quarterbacks they've had in a long time in Horvath. Had 2 great seasons here currently, and just really terrific, and led Navy to this great 9-2 record right now. Navy under Coach Newberry just 9-11 against the spread as a favorite. They're just 2-5 against the spread as a favorite this year. Talking about the Naval Academy for Army. Hey, they're no slouch this year. They're 6-5. These teams have come in with worse records than this before. Army did lose to Tarleton State, who plays today. They lost to them 30-27, but that's a point I'm making is they're in the final 8 here in FCS. So, they've had a rugged schedule. They got a decent quarterback for what Army does in Helms, 1,000 yards running, 500 yards passing. The Black Knights ran for over 225 yards in 10 of their 11 games. You know what you're going to get with them, right? And the Navy's got to stop it. Remember, the reason we go under in the Army-Navy game is because we don't want to let anybody know that the United States doesn't have good defense. So anyway, I'm taking Army in this one against Navy. I'm taking the dog here every time. Doesn't matter. Now, look, Navy did finally get ahead and cover the spread last year against them. Final score was 31-13. And remember, it was actually Army that was a favorite last year by 6.5. My, how times things change in 1 year. Before that, it was 17-11 in favor of Army. 2 years ago, 20-17 in favor of Army. 3 years ago, Navy won at 17-13. 4 years ago, Army won 15-0. It goes under every time, you guys. How often does it go under? Well, last year it went over, and that was just the first time, or I should say the second time it's gone over in the last 19 years of Army Navy. 17 unders and 2 overs. Maybe it'll go over 39.5 this year, but it's not going to get me. I'll just pay the money and move on. You got to go under in this one. I mean, there's great plays, trick plays. This thing is so awesome. Army Navy, it is the one game where I want to watch the pregame. I want to watch the postgame. Let me get your plays on Army Navy. Don't need me to rattle off a bunch of numbers when it comes to these two teams. Although I will say Navy is 5-1 to the over as a favorite this year, but Army, they've had some unders for sure, especially when they're not at home. They do, lack some scoring, that's for sure. 6 of the last 8 games have been under for Army so far this season. Navy and its 2 losses basically were held to 17 and 10 points in those losses, but they're 18-11 against the spread. Their last 29 coming off of a win. Let me go to the chat, see what you guys have here. I'm taking Navy. Here's Nuke. I'm sorry, I'm with Nuke. I'm taking Army. I can't forget here. Don't mess it up, Ramon. VAR is on Navy. Bobby Mack's on Army. He's also on the under. Hello to Jim Deweiger today. Blake's going under. Damon's here. He likes Army. And
Steam play.
Tommy likes the over in this one. Got a little more steam coming in here. I'll get to it. 9 legacies on the Army and the over. And, yep, they're playing at the M&T Bank here, right? And looks like Atletico gets out of there with a late victory here over Valencia. Wow, 2-1, a late goal here. And Madrid gets out of here with a win. How about that, huh? All right, it's almost time for Premier League action here too. Okay, Washington just took some steam a few moments ago in their matchup today. Washington is taking on here Southern Utah. We just mentioned it with that steam to the over, but also Washington just got steamed right now, and Washington was a 26-point favorite. And right now we're seeing Washington with that steam coming in, and they are up here to 27.5. Point and a half move on Washington. All right. Also, Delaware State and Longwood took some steam to the under here in this one. It was 144, but the steam came in on the under, and Delaware State and Longwood at 3 Eastern and noon Pacific. We're seeing that one move down here to 141. That's at least a 3-point move to the under, Delaware State and Longwood. All right, Dan, Blues going under here. Tommy Bunn says both quarterbacks to rush for over 110 yards. Look, that's the one thing about it too, right? Yes, Horvath is a good passer as well. Terrell likes it over here. He says it's a nice day, 44 degrees. It can go off. And Horvath he can do it all, right? But, you're running the ball. You're running a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And we know the way Army goes. I mean, they're running that practically a wing tee out there probably. So I got to go with the under, keep that clock a-churning here. Like I said, Army's more the under team. Army also a pretty decent cover away from home. Now, this is a neutral site game. They did go 3-2 against the spread as an underdog. And look, I think we've covered enough of this one, but just can't get enough of Army Navy. All right, looks like Mönchengladbach has come back and they score one here. Or was it did they take a goal off there? I probably shouldn't say anything. I'm not really paying that close of attention to it. All right. That's good for that one. Let's keep it moving here right now with our next game up. And it's at the very final LA Bowl, the last LA Bowl. Very sad here to see the LA Bowl going bye-bye, but just, we're going to see more and more bowls dropping off. The bowl season might be dropping off is what's going to happen here because not enough interest, not enough sponsorship, and, they're saying that basically they're all losing, they're losing propositions.
Major line move.
Is basically what they're saying. So, hey, just take your bowls and get on out of here, and we'll just have a bigger playoff is what we'll just have a 16-team playoff. It's going to suck for everybody if we don't have some bowl games are always going to make enough money. Showing that step. Was that AI what stepped through the pass in there? Okay, so Boise State taking on Washington here in the LA Bowl. Washington, a 10-point favorite. The total here is 53. Boise State, they have 4 losses this year. In those 4 losses, they only scored 7 points in each one of their losses.
Final.
Also, all 4 of Boise's losses were by more than 10
Major
points. So with Washington a 10-point favorite here, I mean, you'd think if Washington's going to win, they're going to cover, but not so fast, my friend. I don't know. I wouldn't trust Washington here. Boise, to me, seems like they might, they're 12-6 against the spread coming in off of a win. Washington is 9-5 against the spread as a favorite under Coach Fish so far, but let me continue on here. These two teams met 2 years ago in the season opener. Washington wins 56-19 in the season opener. The Mountain West is 3-1 straight up and against the spread in the LA Bowl. But this year, Big Ten teams were 3-2 straight up, but 0-5 against the spread against Mountain West teams. Boise comes in here 1-3 straight up and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 bowl games. But you got Madsen back here right now. Remember, he wasn't around for the whole time, but certainly still finished strong here and had a pretty good game last time out. So see what you got here in this one. I'll try to get the best game on here so I can keep myself entertained. You guys keep me entertained. I know that. All right. For Boise, 8-4-1 against the spread here so far this season.
Steam play.
And Washington comes in here 8-4 straight up and 6-6 ATS overall. So see what you got here. I'm going to go to the chat in this one. Boise State has never covered the spread against Washington, by the way, but I don't know if that's going to matter. Just let me see what you got in the chat. Here we go. VAR is on Washington. Twisted, hello. Good morning to Philly Eagle Flyer as well. Jim Duweiger with the doomsday scenario, but I wouldn't doubt that. How about I just saw Seattle, or what was it? Pacific University of Washington merged with Willamette. right? Could we see even more teams in the college? Probably no more than 16. I don't think they can quite. Plus, how many teams can really win the national championship, right? Huskies to cover, says 9 Legacy. Roberts on Washington here. Nuke says the great Nuke.
Steam playing.
I mean, they're totally missing the boat, right? They keep saying, right, and you said it too, Nuke. You said it, I think, in the chat, right? That maybe it wasn't, but the ratings are fine. If the ratings are fine, how is the money not being made there? So the sports books got the money. You want bowls? We'll buy up the bowls. It's all the big thing against ESPN, pretty much. But where's Washington and over? Jim Duweiger on the under. We don't even have time to get into it, right? What's he saying here? 43-34 went under. I don't even know what that is. Blake here, Washington team total over. Roberts on the over here in this one. All right, you guys. Some steam came in on Central Arkansas and their basketball game just a short time ago. And Central Arkansas was getting 36.5 in their matchup here today. Central Arkansas now getting the steam came in on Central Arkansas in the game against Vanderbilt. It's at 6:30 Eastern and 3:30 Pacific time, and right now that one has moved here currently to 35.5. Okay, not that drastic, but Central Arkansas reportedly took the steam. Let's not worry about those. Okay, Huskies double result here. Blues no fan of ESPN. All right, I guess that's it for you guys in that one, and I'm gonna have to make my call here in the game between Washington and Boise. Remember, it's also FCS Day here today, and I might have a package of games out here. Robert says, I hate playing favorites and overs, right? Right, for sure there. All right, I'll make my call here in this one, and hey, I'm going to go ahead and take Boise State as my pick here. Give me Boise State on the Morning Steam Show. All right, that's going to do it for those football games. I'm a little sketchy out here with all this steam going on. Let's go to the NBA Cup tonight with the Knicks taking on the Magic out here in Las Vegas. And we've got the Knicks favored here by 5.5. The total is 224. As we got the Eastern Conference Finals of the NBA Cup here. Now, remember, these games do not count in the regular season standings. The quarterfinals did. The semifinals and finals do not. The Knicks come in here having won 4 straight games, including the win over Toronto to come here to Las Vegas. They also beat Orlando, Utah, and Charlotte. That Orlando game was 106-100. The Knicks won it at home over the Magic. The Magic beat Miami to come here to Las Vegas, 117-108. Let's see how you got this one. The Knicks, of course, have been a strong cover this year, 16-8 against the spread, 15-6 against the spread. As a favorite. Ooh. Steam coming in here real quick. Providence and Butler. Steam here to the under with Providence and Butler. Man, this thing was 171, and we're seeing the steam here right now take this one down, but it got up to 171, and now we're seeing the steam come in here. Providence and Butler, 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific, and it's down here to I said only 168. I mean, I think it opened 169 and got dummied up and then got steamed here to the under right now. Also, George Washington just got steamed in their matchup against Florida. George Washington was getting 15 points. We're seeing the steam come in here on George Washington. They're down to 14 here in their matchup against Florida. That's in Sunrise. just moments ago, Fullerton and Denver. Steam to the under here with Fullerton and Denver. It was 169.5. We're seeing the steam come in here on that one to the under with Fullerton and Denver. And we're seeing it down here quickly to 167.5, 2.5 point move there, or a 1.5 point move there with Fullerton and Denver. All right, let me hear what you have to say in the game tonight here with the Knicks taking on the Magic at the NBA Cup here in Las Vegas. The Knicks come in having won 8 of their last 9. They've covered 8 of their last 9. Orlando just 1-4 against the spread in their last 5, despite the fact that they've won 11 of their last 14 games. The Knicks have gone under in 7 of their last 9 games coming in. Orlando's gone under in 5 of their last 6. 12 of the last 16 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Knicks are definitely going under here a bit of late. Orlando is 4-2 to the over as an underdog, which is kind of interesting, figuring that, man, can you believe that Orlando has actually been favored this season in 19 games of their 25? They're just they're 12-13 against the spread, but 4-2 against the spread as an underdog. Still kind of hard to ignore the Knicks trends there for sure. All right, let me see what you guys have though here in this one at the NBA Cup. All right, here we go. Knicks for blue. Greg's got this one right on the number pretty much. Blake is on the Magic. Tommy Buns. He's wondering about our guy McCain in there. Okay, Robert's on the over. Terrell's on Orlando, says Magic's just a bad matchup for New York. Little sprinkle on the money line. I'm going to start doing the Salt Bay. I know that's a little old, but Greg says over. Let's see, Mr. Weskers, hello. And Greg says the Magic could win if everybody was playing, but they're not. Franz Wagner, one of the key players for Orlando is out of this game. It's a huge injury, actually. It's an overlooked injury. You're missing a player like Franz Wagner, who's one of the most consistent forwards out there, right? 22.5 points per game, 6 rebounds. Franz Wagner, he's out of this game. So it's a big injury, and it feels like it's overlooked, really. Knicks money line for Bar. Magic money line for Twisted. Good to see Twisted in the chat today. Nice to see you again. Okay, Tommy says, it's definitely been a good run here for Orlando. And Greg says, what happened with the Texas and Connecticut game yesterday? Texas won it. Connecticut won it. Connecticut won it. Okay, Johnny says, take the Magic on the spread.
Major line move.
All right. For B in this one with the Knicks and Orlando, I got to take the under in this one. Give me the under here on the Morning Steam Show. Let's go to the late game right now with the Spurs taking on the Thunder here. And look, we can only sit here and fawn over the Thunder so much, and they're 24-1 record right now. San Antonio is 17-7, and guess what? The man is back tonight. Wemby, he's in. He almost was back last game. He just couldn't quite get there, but there's no way he doesn't play here tonight, and he's back. Thunder without Isaiah Joe. Cason Wallace is probable. Hartenstein is probable, but the man who is probable tonight is Victor Wembanyama. He's missed 12 games, but he'll be back here in this one. And still the spread's 9.5 with the Thunder because they've been awesome, of course, so far this season, but the Spurs have been pretty awesome too. It's ironic that they're only 12-10 against the spread, considering their 17-7 record, they've almost been a little bit overrated to a certain extent. They're still 6-3 against the spread as an underdog. No matter which way you look, Oklahoma City still covers a slight majority of their games. San Antonio is actually 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 games against the Thunder. But San Antonio's covered 8 of their last 12 games overall. And for Oklahoma City, they've covered 4 out of their last 5. OKC's gone over in 5 of their last 6 games, and San Antonio's gone over in 6 of their last 7. Well, you could argue, Wembanyama's just going to get in the way. They're going to be out of sync. They got to get it back together. I don't know, man. I think getting Wembanyama here could be the difference that they need to at least get this money here tonight. Yeah, it's built into the line. Maybe it would have been 11 and a half without Wembanyama. The Spurs beat the Lakers to get here 132-119. The OKC Thunder beat Phoenix 138-89. It was not close. The thing about the Thunder here, they have won and covered their last 4. We know they've won a bunch in a row, 10 straight right now, but also covered 4 straight games here, laying between 11 and 15 points in all of those games and easily covered the spread. But here they're favored by just 9.5. But Wemby's good. This Spurs team is good. The Thunder is very, very good. They're not at home here. I'm going to take the Spurs to cover this number. I'm going to take 9.5 and figure they can give them a game now that Wemby is here back in the lineup tonight. We'll get to your picks as soon as I mention that Wichita State is taking some steam here right now. They're a noon start, 9 a.m. Pacific. Wichita was a 6-point favorite. The steam is rolling in right now here in real time, and they are up to a 7.5-point favorite right now at Circa, 7.5 at BOL, and Wichita State taking that steam against DePaul. Go to the chat here. Game 2 of the NBA Cup tonight. VAR says Knicks and OKC. Daniel's on the under. VAR's on the Spurs. I think blue there is on the. Must be on the Spurs. Lovable's here. Hello. Ken Mizrahi says the Knicks are due for a cup. It's only been a couple of them. Greg's power ratings are in, and he's got the Thunder here for sure. Blake's on the over. Spurs for 9 legacy. And could it be 132 points at halftime? OKC wins, Spurs cover. Robert says, update it, Ramon. It's up to 232. Oh, my goodness.
Halftime.
Yeah. And if anything, right, I mean, here's the thing. That's not a typo. I mean, when I was doing a show last night, this thing was 224, and that was only 6 hours ago. What's going on here? Oh, my goodness. That seems crazy. Did the books just blow it? Well, it looks like a freebie there tonight. I don't know if it'll go over this number. Man. And, of course, the spread's up to 11, actually. Got to wake up and get the numbers right here. I get 11 points. Call it 10.5 if you want. I'm taking the Spurs now for sure. Man, this this Mönchengladbach game's now 3-1. Hmm. 3-1 for Wolfsburg now already. Okay, I guess that's it, you guys, with that one. Thanks. And now that we got it right, let me see any more comments here. Now that I fixed the line. How much is Wemby going to play, right? We'll be on a minutes restriction. He might be. Yeah, Robert, this thing's gone so high here. Even I may have to just settle for a middle here. It seems like free money. All right. Spurs are good, but OKC covers this one, says Twisted. Daniel already liked the under. Now he
Halftime.
likes it even more. And the Lakers, they took it seriously when they won the NBA Cup. And look, for the Thunder, they've got so much to play for here, but they're having kind of an historical season. This would be a good thing to do, is to win this, right? Spurs got a good team. Okay, I think that's it with the preview in that one. We're going to get into some
Halftime.
college basketball. A lot of picks here right now. We've been here an hour. We're going to spend a good at least half hour on some games here with college basketball today. Hope you're ready. Here we go with Arkansas and Texas Tech. To get us started, this one's in Dallas. This one's at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Getting ready to go with some great games here today with
Major line move.
Arkansas coming in here 7-2. Texas Tech is 7-2. Texas Tech's won 3 in a row, coming in with
Halftime.
wins over New Orleans, Wyoming, and LSU. Arkansas, meanwhile, back-to-back wins over Fresno and Louisville. They've covered 4 straight games. Have the Hogs. The widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game. It was. God, that I can't believe that Spurs total, you guys. So for Arkansas and Texas Tech, we're looking at Texas Tech here, a 1-point favorite, and the total here now is 1. Maybe it is down here to about 157 and a half. Just a slight tick down from that number I have on screen right there.
Steam play.
Let's pass along some steam since we're in college basketball land here. Steam to the under with Northern Kentucky and Bellarmine. This one was 151, but we're seeing a pretty drastic move here right now to the under in this one between Northern Kentucky and Bellarmine. This one's at 2 Eastern and 11 Pacific. This total's down here to 147. That's a good 4-point move off the opener with Northern Kentucky and Bellarmine. All right, here we go, though, with this one between Arkansas and Texas Tech. Arkansas is 6-3 against the spread so far this season. Texas Tech is just 3-6 against the spread so far this season. So, you got one team one way and one the other, even though they're both 7-2. How about that? Texas Tech, however, 2-4 against the spread as a favorite coming in. I like Texas Tech in this game. I'm going to take them for sure here at -1, 1.5. Give me Texas Tech here in this one. This one's being played in Dallas. I think there'll still be pretty much a Tech crowd for sure. It is Texas Tech after all. That they're ranked 16th in the country. Arkansas is ranked 17th in the country currently coming in to this one. So I know a lot of people might be ready to kind of start to fade Arkansas here a little bit, but it doesn't really reflect in the move here, it looks like right now. We are seeing some steam come in here on St. Mary's and their game tonight on the extra board and their matchup with Loyola, Maryland. I'm sorry, Mount St. Mary's. A little different. Mount St. Mary's was
Major
a
line
1-point favorite, but we're seeing Mount St. Mary's here taking that steam in their game, 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 Pacific. Mount St. Mary's is up to a 3-point favorite, even juiced here right now at BOL. They were 1 up to 3 here. Mount St. Mary's just took the steam. All right, see what you got here in this one. Here's Bobby Mack is on Arkansas. So is Nine Legacy. Blake's on Arkansas. Man, you guys are all over Arkansas here. Me and Nuke are on Texas. Bobby Mack's on the over here in this one. Lovable likes Arkansas, however. And let's see here. Greg likes Arkansas there, it looks like. Terrell says Arkansas money line.
Halftime.
Let's see here. Lovable says, let's see. Oh, Tommy Buns here talking. Thank you, Tommy. Good comment there in the chat on this one. They did play last year. These two teams in the NCAA tournament in the national quarterfinals. It was 85-83. Texas Tech won as a 6.5-point favorite. All right, I'm going to take Texas Tech in that one. Next up, also noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, Michigan State coming in here taking on Penn State. You got Michigan State, big road favorite, but I want to touch on Michigan State here in this one since after all they do come in here 8-1. Penn State's 8-2. I mean, shouldn't be much wrong with that. The widely reported steam did come in here on Penn State, but still, this one's down to 11. And 144.5. So I don't know. That's a little bit of a move here on Penn State for sure. Sure, Michigan State is ranked 9th in the country. Penn State might be unranked right now, and they are coming in off of a loss here to Indiana in conference play. 113-72 on the road, but we'll see if Michigan State can handle it here. They've had some impressive wins and covers over Iowa and North Carolina, although they lost last time out to Duke 66-60 as a 1.5-point dog. Penn State's just 3-7 against the spread so far this season. MSU is 5-4 against the spread coming in. So is Michigan State good enough, even though these records are similar? Penn State's played a bit of a softer schedule before the loss to Indiana. They beat Campbell. They beat Stonehill, I think it was, and they beat BU. Didn't even cover in that one. Won by 9 as a 15-point favorite. They lost to Providence. So see what you have here in this one with Michigan State and Penn State in this one. Man, it feels like Penn State should be much the best here, but that steam did come in on Penn State all the way down. They still have to win it by over a dozen points here. And can they really do that? I'm going to try Penn State here. Give me Penn State plus the points in this one. All right, we are seeing some steam here right now coming on Illinois, actually, in their game against Nebraska. Kind of catches me by surprise here. Illinois is taking the steam against Nebraska here in the game at 4 Eastern and 1 Pacific in the Big Ten. We're going to preview it, but I just want to mention it right now because Illinois is moving higher here. They are up to 11.5, 1-point move here with Illinois right now, taking that steam. Get some comments from you, Michigan State and Penn State. I'm taking Penn State. Here we go. Michigan State for Blue. Blue says Penn State's no good. All right, David. David, you know what? I think Mike is the one to hit up with that, David, as far as the silver level package. I don't have my picks don't come in on there, so really apologize, David. But Michigan State here for Twisted. I run my, I'm kind of independent here of the picks that come across on YouTube. Okay, Big Ten home team with all those points. That's what I'm saying, Terrell. I don't care half the time in the Big Ten. Blake's on it as well. Too many points on the road. Greg's saying take the dog. Bar's on the over here. And Greg here, he's saying it's about by 9 points. Penn State is weak, says Twisted. We're taking the dogs, Twisted. Oh, my God, right? Speaking of dogs, there is some steam coming in right now on Arizona State in that game out here. taking on Santa Clara at the Lee's Family Center over here. They were a 2.5-point dog, but Arizona State took the steam. The steam already came in on that game on the over, but now Arizona State, they were getting 2.5, but now this one all of a sudden is down to 1. Some books offshore, no, there they go. Now they were a little bit slow, but now it's all 1.5 or 1 here. Arizona State just took the steam against Santa Clara. Penn State good at home, says Greg. He says they're good at home. They are 2-6 against the spread at home so far, but 6-0 straight up. So they've been favored in the games and haven't covered the numbers as a favorite. But as a dog here, this is they are 0-2 against the spread as an underdog. That to be fair, and Penn State, Michigan State is 4-2 against the spread as a favorite. Keep it moving right now with Oklahoma taking on Oklahoma State. This one is being played in Oklahoma City at the big arena there, so maybe a little bit of a neutral. Here, Oklahoma State comes in 9-0. Oklahoma just 6-3 here at the Paycom Center this afternoon. Oklahoma comes in off of a loss to Arizona State. Spread right now here, we've seen some movement. It's 2.5, 169.5. We said that steam came in on the over. That kind of caught me by surprise for sure, but it's definitely about 169 here right now. And the spread's still about 2.5 or so with Oklahoma favored. I'm seeing some 3s right now offshore as well. The widely reported steam came in on Oklahoma State, but I don't think it mattered. It really didn't move that much. In fact, it might have been negated by some reverse line movement actually on Oklahoma here. So see what you have in this one with Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. But it does feel like kind of some two-way action a little bit. Even though Oklahoma State is 9-0 straight up, they're just 5-0 against the spread. Although they're 2-0 against the spread as an underdog. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma, they're 6-3 straight up, and 3-1 straight up as a favorite. But they're 2-7 against the spread and 1-3 against the spread as a favorite here. So, can they really get the money against this Oklahoma State team that's played so well so far, remaining undefeated? I mean, this is a neutral game. I don't think it's going to be overwhelming Sooner fans necessarily here. That steam came in on Oklahoma State. So let's see how you have it here with Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. What a game, huh? Here we go with Twisted's on Oklahoma State on the money line. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate you there in the chat. 9 Legacy, Oklahoma State. Greg's got this one just a little bit to the over, it looks like. Sammy Sosa's here in the chat today. He likes OU in this one. Twisted said Oklahoma shouldn't even be favored in this one. They should be the underdog, right? Is it because they're on, I don't know. Maybe you're right about that, huh? Lovable says Oak State. Barr is on Oak State. Roberts, you guys are on Oak State. I'm on Oak State. I'm going with the chat here in this one. My algorithm is a little bit on Oklahoma here, but I agree with you guys. Why are they the favorite, huh? All right, we got to keep it moving right now. I'm going to take Oklahoma State. Hey, how about this matchup? This one's being played in Atlanta. That certainly, is Georgia territory, but not an on-campus game here. But you do have Georgia favored in this one. Man, they're only 7.5 right now. Total 157.5. So seems like we're seeing a little bit of movement here right now. Down to the under. It was 160 at one point. but I'll call it 7.5. Let me see if that's right. 7.5, 157 here in this one. This one is at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, with Cincinnati coming into town. And there's some 8s out there as well. Hey, some steam coming in here right now on the Houston Cougars and their matchup. One of those lopsided matchups with Houston that makes it so tough, right? But steam coming in here on Houston right now. They were 32.5-point favorites. The steam came in on the under, too, in that game. Right now, Houston, this one at 3 Eastern and noon Pacific. Houston is now a 35-point favorite here, 2.5-point move on Houston if you hurry. And the total there currently is 140-ish, 140.5. Boy, is that really the way it's going to go? Man, I didn't see that one coming either. Originally, the steam came in on the under, and now it's all the way back up to 140.5, expecting a Houston crushing here with that steam coming in. All right, let me get my play here, though, in with Cincinnati and Georgia. Here, look, we'll break down games during the week. We just need to get the plays out there. We've been talking steam. We've been talking everything here on the Morning Steam Show. All right, and for me in this one with Cincinnati and Georgia here, I got to go over now. I see the move coming in on the under, but at 157.5, I'm going over here with Cincinnati and Georgia. Like I said, the steam came in on the over. I know we're down here to 157.5, but I'm going to go over in this one with Cincinnati and Georgia. All right, let's see here.
Steam play.
Greg has this one. He's going over with me. So is Twisted. Hey, Eric Acevedo's here. He's going with the over as well. Speaking of overs, there's steam coming in right now, you guys. Michigan State and Penn State. We just talked about it. But right now, said that total was what, 144? Well, look at it now. We're giving you the moves here in real time. Michigan State and Penn State. This one's up to 146.5 here at some books offshore with at least a 2-point move to the over here. Right now, as we speak, Michigan State and Penn State steam to the over in that one. All right, there was also some steam that came in on Central Connecticut in their matchup. Central Connecticut here is up against Binghamton. Steam already came in on the under in that game. Central Connecticut was a 7-point favorite. This game's at 4 Eastern and 1 Pacific. Right now, the boob here is to Central Connecticut. They're up to an 8-point favorite right now. A little bit of steam coming in on Central Connecticut. Also, a few moments ago, Mercer and Clemson, some steam to the under. It was 152 with Mercer and Clemson. This one's all the way down to 148.5 right now. That's at least a 3.5-point move to the under with Mercer and Clemson just a short time ago. All right, let's see. Robert likes the over as well. Cincinnati to cover, says Lovable. You guys are carrying the show today. Nebraska and Illinois here. We already mentioned just a few moments ago that steam that came in on Illinois to drive it up to 11.5 here in this one. Nebraska, you talk about, who's doing what, and Nebraska coming in here looking pretty sharp right now. Nebraska comes in here with an impressive record so far, 10-0, ranked 23rd in the country. Illinois is 8-2. They're ranked 13th. We're in the Big Ten. We're at home laying these points. Maybe Illinois can get it done, but Nebraska's done a pretty good job. I mean, they're going to be gunning here, I'm sure, in this one. whether or not they can get the money here, I don't know. I mean, look, one thing's for sure. We've seen consistency here from Nebraska every time out, it seems like. But Illinois now up to 11.5. Are they really going to get a blowout here? Nebraska is one of the biggest surprises in the country so far. They blew out Wisconsin, and that stood out for sure. So, look, you got the mayor here running the show here in Nebraska. The Cornhuskers can definitely shoot. They keep on firing, no doubt about it. But can they find their shooter's touch here? Some steam coming in right now on St. John's. Somebody mentioned Patino out there. St. John's was a 27-point favorite. The steam is coming in right now. This is the Iona St. John's game. We probably should have previewed it, right? Feels like a big deal.
Critical notice.
And steam coming in right now, and St. John's is up to a 29-point favorite at Circa. This is a 2-point move on St. John's here right now. So for Illinois, they're off of a impressive 2-game run, beating Tennessee on a neutral court. They also beat Ohio State and Columbus. Illinois, the Illini have great offensive numbers in those games. They're one of the best offensive teams in the country, top 5 Ken Palm here. They love to put it up as well. So, look, Nebraska's undefeated. It's just a matter of if you think they're good enough here, because now they're getting 11.5, but Illinois is supposed to be much better than Nebraska and maybe could put them down here. But man, 11.5. What do you think? Nebraska's 6-4 ATS. Illinois is 6-4 ATS. We think of the gunning of these two teams, but Illinois is actually 3-7 to the under. In fact, they're 2-5 to the under at home. So, maybe it's not all about the numbers here, but it does feel like it should be bombs away. And let's see what you guys have in this one, if anything, between Nebraska and Illinois here. I'll go to the chat. If I gave you enough info anyway, maybe you hopefully have your pick ready. Twisted's got a bunch of dogs in there today. How about that? Greg says Illinois is easy money. It's such easy money. He's got him favored. He's got him by 12 points as an 11.5-point favorite. Okay. Let's see here. That's really it from you guys in the chat.
Steam play.
Some steam coming in here right now. Lowell and Quinnipiac. We're seeing some steam here to the
Major
under in this one between Lowell and Quinnipiac. It was 157. I didn't see this one coming, gang. I thought this would be. Steam also came in earlier on Lowell. So right now we're seeing this one currently at 155, 2-point move to the under here right now with Lowell and Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac's also a 13-point favorite, despite the fact that the steam came in on Lowell. Nebraska for Twisted. 9 Legacy loves Illinois here. It should be one where the spread is trying to tell you the story that Illinois should be much, much better. Nebraska won by double digits the other day, and they're going to lose by double digits today, says Terrell. It's all over for Nebraska here against Illinois, I guess. Now, Nebraska did win the meeting last year at home, 80-74 as a 4.5-point dog. And let's see here. Eric Acevedo likes Quinnipiac, I guess. All right, I'll make my call here. Look, I kind of want to be the contrarian. Maybe now all of a sudden the way you guys are kind of talking down a little bit on Nebraska. Look, that spread's gone up here. I know that, man. I mean, I'm going to need probably a late 3 or something here if I take them, but not saying I'm an overall believer in Nebraska, but I am kind of a Hoiberg fan. But, man, Illinois probably should smash them, shouldn't they? All right, I'm going to take these points. I can't help myself.
Major line move.
It's just a free play here on the Morning Steam Show. I'll take Nebraska. I'll take Nebraska and come in tomorrow and take my lumps. Eric will take it with me. Robert's on the under here. I'll try to keep it going here right now. There's so many great games today. How about this one with Indiana and Kentucky? We said that steam came in on Indiana. This one's at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. There's some steam coming in right now on Utah Valley in their matchup today against Santa Barbara. Utah Valley was a 4.5-point favorite. They're taking some steam right here, right now against UCSB. We're seeing Utah Valley going up here. This one's at 2 Eastern and 11 Pacific as well. Utah Valley is up to a 5.5-point favorite. Just a 1-point move there with Utah Valley. All right. Let's go here with IU and UK. Why not? Hey, you got to consider Indiana kind of a semi-blue blood, don't you? Both these teams have lost 2 of their last 3 games coming in. IU with losses to Minnesota and Louisville. They did crush Penn State last time out. Kentucky, meanwhile, with losses to Carolina and Gonzaga before hammering North Carolina Charlotte, although they did not cover in that game. They were laying 42.5.
Major line move.
One of those were at open 34.5 and went all the way up to 42.5.
Major line move.
I think even I lost that one. I think I was trying to pile on like a fool. Widely reported steam did come in here on Indiana. Indiana is 6-4 ATS. They are just 0-1 against the spread as an underdog. Got some steam coming in here right now. Jacksonville State and Georgia State. Steam to the over here in this one between Jacksonville State and Georgia State. It was 136.5. We're seeing that steam right now coming on the over between Jacksonville State and Georgia State. And it was 136, but right now it's going higher here. And we're looking at 138.5 here.
Major line move.
2.5-point move to the over between Jacksonville State and Oregon State. All right, I'm looking at the game here between Indiana and Kentucky with Indiana getting these points right now. Let's see the current line. Do I have the right line up there? Currently showing this one at 2.5, 159, maybe 3. So it's gone down for sure. And maybe about 158.5 right now with Indiana and Kentucky here in this one. So we go to the chat and see what you have here. I'm ready to hear from you in the chat. I know what I'm on, but let's see. I'm going to take Indiana. I'll just say it right now before I go to the chat. I'm taking IU here over struggling Kentucky. Kentucky 0-2 against the spread as a favorite, 4-6 against the spread overall this season. They are 6-1 straight up at home, but like I said, 0-2 straight up as a favorite so far. And people are wondering what's wrong with Kentucky this year. Drake is taking some steam here right now in their matchup against North Dakota State. The steam already came in on the over in that one, and now it's come in on Drake. Drake was a 5.5-point favorite in the matchup against North Dakota State. This game at 2 Eastern and 11 Pacific. Right now, Drake is up to a 6.5-point favorite, slightly juiced right now. Steam is on Drake. All right, let's see here. Oh, what happened to the graphic?
Major line time.
There we go. We got some comments here with IU, I think.
Steam play.
Some steam here real quick on Clemson. Clemson's on the move right now in that matchup. We already mentioned it with Mercer. The steam came in on the under. Now it's coming in on Clemson. Clemson was a 21-point favorite, but man, right now Clemson here is all the way up to 24. That's a 3-point move there on Clemson in their game against Mercer. All right, let's see here. I'm looking at Indiana, Kentucky.
Halftime.
Twisted said, let's go Nebraska. I want to say hello, David. Thank you for being a member in there. Really appreciate it. Eric might be on the over here. There we go. Blake on Kentucky. Robert's on the over here. Robert with me on the Hoosiers.
Halftime.
Kentucky got rocked by Gonzaga, says Greg. There's Noli. If Noli's giving us an under on this UCSB game, I better write it down right now. Noli says go under here with Santa Barbara in their game. Thank you, Noli. They're taking on Utah Valley. Hey, Noli, try not to give away the premiums I've already sent out, okay? Appreciate it, Noli. Great to see you there. Hey, I'll just use it as I'll just use Noli's play here as part of my advertisement. If you get my subscriptions, and I'll say this too, anybody who does get those subscriptions from me, but look, it says right there under, and we did send out the under in that one, and you know what, it is still around 149. I thought it would have gone down here. It is 147.5 at Bovada, but all right. Kentucky has to win this game, says Greg. All right, let's move on here. I'm on Indiana. Keep it going, man. How about matchup here between Michigan and Maryland? Just want to touch on this one because of Michigan, obviously here at undefeated here still right now, and yeah, they are 18-point favorite. Total here though has gone up from that number. We already said it, right? We reported here that the steam came in on the over in this game here on the show. It's all the way up here now too. 157.5. This thing opened 151, and we're already up to 157.5 here with Michigan on the road.
Steam play.
Ooh, we got some steam right now coming in. On Arkansas State and Rice. Steam coming in right here. Arkansas State and Rice.
Halftime.
It was here 152, but the steam came in with Arkansas State and Rice a short time ago, and right now it's up here to 155, juice to the over right now. So at least a 3-point move here with Arkansas State and Rice. Wow. Also, just moments ago, more steam came in. It was on New Mexico State and Tulsa. Seeing steam here to the under. Oh, yeah, I could get behind that for sure. Steam on the under here. This one being played in Frisco, Texas. It was 147. We're seeing some steam to the under in this one, and it is now down to 144 here at Circa. 3-point move to the under, New Mexico State and Tulsa here on the Morning Steam Show. All right, let's try to get some of these previews in or just the picks. We'll break them down more specifically during the week when we got some time. Here comes undefeated Michigan, ranked second in the country. Maryland's lost 3 of their last 4 coming in. Michigan 6-3 against the spread. Maryland just 3-7 here against the spread right now. Like I said, that steam did come in on the over there, moved this thing all the way to 157. The line here, though, is at 18 and maybe even some 17.5s out there. So Maryland is taking it. This is Big Ten at home, right? And Michigan, though, they are just unbelievable. I mean, nobody's doubting this team at this point. It's just a matter of can they get such a big number here. I kind of want to think that it could be Maryland here, but all right, let's see what you got though in the chat. I'll go to the chat first. This one feels tough all of a sudden. Here we go. Michigan team total over there for Blake. Michigan and UConn for Greg. Is that his national championship pick? Maryland at home. If it gets to 20, gonna take it. Go over 157.5. I'm gonna go over as my pick. I agree. Give me the over in this one with Michigan and Maryland. I'm gonna go with it here just as a free play. Look, that it's all the way up to 157.5. I do like the over. It's gonna be tougher to get that one, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna agree there.
Final.
All right. Craig says like a practice for Michigan. Under, though, for Sammy. It's gone a little bit too high for him. Rebuilding year for Maryland. And they can't match Michigan in this one. All right. Twisted. Ready to go. I'm almost done with the not quite, but look at this game
Steam
here.
play. Final.
We got some steam, but SMU and LSU, good game coming up. DePaul and Wichita State, right here. This is the top of the board here right now. One of the top of the board games, and the steam's coming in on the under. Oh, wow. Between DePaul and Wichita State. We already said the steam came in on Wichita State. Now it's coming in on the under. I didn't see this coming. Under here coming in, DePaul and Wichita State. Right now it is down to 142.5. So we are seeing a move here by just a 1.5 or so in this one between DePaul. And I'll just say I didn't get the best of that one. That's for sure. Okay. Hot one here with SMU taking on LSU. We already said that steam came in on the over in this one between SMU and LSU. Current line in this game is Pick'em in 159. So clearly a move on LSU here right now. I was on another show last night taking 2 points. But right now we're down to a Pick'em, and the total, like I said here, I will call it 159.5 or so in the matchup between SMU and LSU.
Final.
I want to hear from you in the chat. SMU comes in 9-1. LSU comes in 8-1. How are these teams haven't found their way into the big rankings yet? Is that right? SMU comes in off a win over Texas A&M, 93-80. They did lose to Vanderbilt before that. They beat Mississippi State. They beat Radford. They beat Arkansas State. For LSU, they lost to Texas Tech big time last time out, 82-58 to snap their streak to wins to start the season. They won and covered against BC, won and covered against DePaul, won but did not cover against Drake, but won and covered against Omaha. So this one is being played in New Orleans. It's certainly going to be a mostly LSU crowd, but it is not on campus.
Final.
So let's see what you have here in this one between SMU and LSU here with these two. All right, man, that total at 159. I got another over here, guys. I got to go over in this one between SMU and LSU. I'm going over. So far, LSU's just 5-4 to the over this season, but I'm going to take the over. And here we go in the chat. See if you guys have some plays in this one. We are all over the place today. I feel like I can't even tell you what I want to tell you about my notes here. Just I've given up. LSU money line for Twisted. Robert's on LSU. Blake is on LSU. Just the steam is just so out of control. Robert's on the over. That's okay. I'm here to report the information to you guys. Give you guys some winners hopefully along the way. But all right, Greg likes this one here at 82 to that's right on the spread pretty much, isn't it? Sammy's got the over, but Lovable's on the over. Mr. Weskers is with me on I'm on the over, but Twisted maybe on the over. Greg, Tiger's on the over. LSU and over for Terrell. He'll roll with that steam today. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do as well. Sometimes you chase it. Sometimes you fade it, All right. Got to keep moving. We still got only 13 hockey games to go over here, and it's already 11 Eastern. How
Final.
about Arizona taking on Alabama? This has got to be the game of the night with number one Arizona. Who do you have as number one currently? Do you have Duke number one? Do you have Arizona at number one? Do you have Michigan at number one? How about Iowa State number one, huh? Anybody like Vandy? They're still undefeated. How about the one-loss teams? Gonzaga, Purdue, Connecticut, Houston. What a college basketball season already. Arizona comes in here 8-0 right now, but they are just 5-3 against the spread. This one is being played in Birmingham, so it's still pretty much a home game for Alabama, but Alabama 5-4 against the spread. Arizona 2-3 against the spread as a favorite, and they're up to about a 2-point favorite right now. Alabama 2-1 to the over as an underdog so far this season. Man, that total at 178.
Final.
How about that, huh? It's going to be a wild one here in Birmingham. So not on campus, but nonetheless, still feels like an Alabama home game here. So let's see what you got in this one between Arizona and Alabama here tonight in Birmingham. These two teams played 2 years ago in Tucson. It was 87-74. U of A got the win. It was the first meeting between the two teams in 5 years. Man, you got to think this thing could be, we've seen some pretty big scores already from these two teams. Alabama put up 105 on Maryland, 115 on UNLV. They're the 97 against San Antonio last time out. Meanwhile, Arizona put up 97 against Auburn, 98 against, I know, Norfolk and Denver, but still, if one team's going to do it, the other team's going to do it, it feels like, doesn't it? All right, I'm going to take Bama to win this one. I'm taking Alabama here. Give me the Crimson Tide, High Tide. See what you got in the chat. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we did, Jim. I ended up taking Penn State in the points. Greg here, he's taking Bama, I think, with me. And Tommy Butt says, I'm going with Akron number one. Go Zips. Wouldn't it be amazing if someone from the MAC could do something? Twisted on Arizona. 9 Legacy, Arizona money line, Arizona on the spread. And Tommy Buns, I think he's on Alabama. Robert's on Alabama with me. Blake's team total over for Alabama. And look, Terrell says, look, this game starts at 9:30 Eastern time and 8:30 Central, 6:30 Pacific. And OCAP's on the over. I think I'm down with that. I'm trying to finish here, you guys. UCLA and Gonzaga wraps us up in college basketball. Already heard the UCLA coach Cronin already whining about speaking of start times, stop whining about the start time of this game. So he's already making excuses here, that little whiny guy. Got Gonzaga here is down to a 9.5-point favorite. They're taking UCLA here, I guess. 9.5, and the total here, 147. So the total's dropped here as well on that widely reported steam that we talked about. And I was already on the under, so I guess this portion of the show is over because I already said I'm on the under here in this one with UCLA and Gonzaga. All right, you guys put a play in. We got to get moving here to the action right now in hockey because we got a bunch of games. And look, Tommy says, what has happened? I think he's basically saying, I think he's saying what has happened actually to the touted freshman here of Arizona, Pete. Hello to Sports Money there in the chat. Be getting together today for the UFC card tonight in just about 7 hours, I think, from now. Or do I get it right? Let me make sure I get the time right. I better show up on time. Okay, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific time for the card tonight. Ooh, we're going to own late night. And by the way, also, 5-minute warning here on LFA. About ready to go here with the LFA today. This card just about to get, I'm sorry, not LFA, PFL. This card just about to get underway.
Major line move.
Here you got Bachelor up to a $6 or $7 favorite here in this one against Balbali. So Bachelor is a parlay piece in here. A couple of fighters here in the PFL. That card getting started here right now. So you got some early action with the PFL. The PFL is in France right now, I think, in Lyon, France. All right, let's see what Mike is saying here. He says, overnight winner. Hope you guys tailed it with Mikey Money. Great job, Mike. Robert's on the Zags. And but Dillingham in Michigan, huh? All right, and Philly Eagle Flyer is ready to go. We got to go right now. Let's get to the hockey. Okay, we're just going to give out, I think we're just going to go with the plays here pretty much. Try to get off the air here and get you to some great college basketball and more great sports here today. And join us on the Sports Money Network tonight for our coverage of the UFC. All right, Anaheim here taking on New Jersey. In this one, you got New Jersey here favored right now, $1.15, $1.20 total. 6 over 20, it feels like maybe right now. I'm going to move it down here a little bit. There we go. And we'll check on the goalies as well. I mean, obviously, we talked about that trade already, so we'll see which goalies are actually going to be in the team's respective lineups tonight. I'm showing Dostal here, it looks like, going in up against Allen. Now, this one's coming up in just a short time here at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific with the Luke Dostal. Jake Allen is confirmed here, 8-7, 2.7 goals against, 90% save percentage coming into this one. So let's see how you have it here with Anaheim. Like I said, there'll be plenty of time for previews on the weekdays, but we just got to go here right now. And maybe we'll cover a few things here with these two. But I think in this one, I got to go with the over with Anaheim and New Jersey. Give me the over in this one. I can tell you, at least here, we got Anaheim, one of the top over teams in the league. They're 20-11 to the over this season, 10-6 to the over on the road. Give me the over here with Anaheim and the Devils. Go to the chat here real quick. And let's see here. We got Noli. Oh, man, Noli. You know what? Cathedral out of the gate. They obviously were caught off guard a little bit. I don't know if there's, I will say this. I thought the camera crew, remember the old fog bowl with Mikey's Eagles and the Bears? I thought the camera crew did a great job on that game last night, moving to that lower level camera. You don't see such great work there in a high school game like that, but I thought Cathedral, getting caught out of the gate like that, they obviously were coming on strong. So I don't want to use the fog as an excuse necessarily, but that was my team in the finals lost 37-0 to Bishop O'Dowd. Bishop O'Dowd had Man, a great team. Hardy Nickerson's the coach of Bishop O'Dowd, and those guys look like the Steelers. They wear Steelers uniforms, and they were tackling like the Steelers as well, my guys. All right. Let's see here. Hit the like button, everybody. And let's see. Any more? Robert's on the over here. Devils team total under for Philly Eagle Flyer. Robert also on the Devils. I'm taking the over. I'm moving quickly here. Senators and Wild. Okay, who is in goal now? Is it going to be Wallstedt here today? Feels like it's going to be Wallstedt. I was talking last night. I thought it might not be Wallstedt, but man, if it is, maybe the line's going to go up here. It's only $1.20 right now at DraftKings. Total 5.5 over, probably at least minus $1.20 though right now. Maybe even $1.25. We're seeing this one kind of move a little bit higher here with the Senators taking on the Wild here. The Wild 17-9-5. They've won 2 straight. Senators snapped their 3-game winning streak last time out. Minnesota beat Dallas 5-2 for that second straight win. Ottawa, meanwhile, with a win 6-3 over Columbus. Let's get a quick steam move to you in college basketball. Keep you on your toes here. Western Illinois, North Dakota, steam to the over here. Boy, I didn't see that coming. Steam to the over here. It was 144, but here comes the steam on Western Illinois and North Dakota. Steam to the over here with the Leathernecks. And the total right now is up to... I'll get it here, you guys. I got it here right now. There we go. 146. 2-point move. Western Illinois and North Dakota. Steam to the over there. All right. Ottawa and Minnesota. So, look, Minnesota 17-9-5 coming in. Ottawa just 14-12-4. But look, Minnesota's only a $1.20 favorite here right now. Ottawa, these Canadian teams continue to go over, of course. Ottawa 19-11 to the over, 6-2 to the over as a dog, but Minnesota 6-8 to the under as a favorite right now. So see what you have here in this one with Ottawa and Minnesota. Go ahead in the chat quickly here. I said I'd like to get off the air here in about 15 minutes. I got to go. I'm still going to go with the under in this one, especially now that the Wall of St. Paul is in there. I'm taking the under. I know I got, we got swept there 0-2 last night. We had Chicago here on the morning steam yesterday. So, we couldn't find a winner there. Okay, I'll take the under in this one. Let's go next. San Jose and Pittsburgh. San Jose 15-14-3. Pittsburgh's lost 3 straight all of a sudden. They're 14-8-7 still. So not awful, but they did just lose consecutive games to Dallas, Anaheim, and Montreal. Not an easy schedule. San Jose, meanwhile, coming off of a road win over Toronto last time out. But, man, can they really win 2 in a row going up against this Penguins team that is still 14-8-7 this season? San Jose's 13-19 to the under. Pittsburgh's 3-7 to the under as a favorite here. Pittsburgh only $1.65 right now, 6.5 under at minus 120 coming into this one. Man, I don't know if I mind this. I'm probably going to have to take the Sharks here. Give me San Jose. I'm going to go for another upset. Sharks win 2 in a row. I'm taking an underdog here. Give me the Sharks tonight in Pittsburgh. Here we go with, I might have missed these plays back here with the Wild. Okay.
Final.
Philly Eagle Flyer does think, I was on last night saying it would be Gus, but right now multiple sources here have Wallstedt back in there now. So, all right. And also mentioned for Pittsburgh there. It looks like Silovs will be in there, not expecting those goalies at their new destinations just quite yet. Blake's on the over here. Philly Eagle Flyer on the Sharks here. I'm just basing it on the price. I got to take the Sharks. Probably not going to win 2 in a row, but how can I pass? Greg says 4-3 here. Philly Eagle Flyer says when Wallstedt's in there, it's a draw. Robert's on the over, and Tommy went with the Wild back there on that other one, but I'm going to go with the Sharks
Critical
here.
notice. We're
going to keep moving on here right now. That PFL card underway. Hope you guys are tuning in. All right, next up, we're going fast, I know. Lightning and Islanders here. Tampa Bay 18-11-2. The Islanders are 18-11-3. The Islanders, though, have been a little bit hotter here. Tampa's won 2 in a row, though, over New Jersey and Montreal. That snapped a 3-game losing streak. Meanwhile, Islanders with wins over Pacific Division leaders VGK and Anaheim. Both teams been very, very sharp here of late. Islanders are 8-12 to the under as a dog. Tampa Bay is 7-9 to the under on the road. Islanders a little bit of a dog here right now with Sorokin in goal against Vasilevsky, $1.30 there right now. I feel like I want to take the Islanders in this one a little bit as a dog. Give me the Islanders plus 105. I'm going to take them at home here against the Lightning. Next up, Canadians and the Rangers here. Canadians 16-11-3. The Rangers come in 15-13-4, but the Rangers have lost 3 straight, and the Rangers are at home. So usually you go against the Rangers at home right now, but they've won a couple here of late. Still taking on a Montreal team that, they've definitely had their share of woes against the Canadians, but still, Montreal ends up here as I don't think that line is right, is it? Wow, the Rangers are $1.25. Let me clean that up. Maybe $1.35. It's definitely not $1.40, but and the total here is about 6. So
Major line move.
I'll call it $1.35. But I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it with the Rangers here right now. Just given what's been going on with the Rangers this season at home, they're 3-8 at home so far. Montreal is one of the best road teams in the league at a 9-3. Now we know Montreal's having big time problems in goal. With their defense, with their goals allowed, that's kind of been their problem. And Jacob Dovish here in the net, for whatever reason, Montreal's having their trying to figure it out. Could it be Fowler today? I don't think it is. I do think it's going to be Dovish in here, but some sites are saying it could be Fowler today. I've got Montreal in this one. I got to take Montreal at plus money here. They're the strong road team. Rangers are terrible at home. Mikey's been telling us every show how bad this team is at home. So why not? Sorry I missed the other plays. You guys weren't quite I know I'm going kind of fast there, but thanks, Twisted. Really appreciate you. Sorry we're running so long here. Let's see. But not many picks here, really. So I'm just going to keep up moving. Capitals coming on here, taking on the Jets. Now, look, I think Comrie is going to be in here. I talked about it on another show saying, look, could it really be Comrie here? And you got Logan Thompson here with his 1.71 goals against right now, and Washington up to $1.25 on the road. Winnipeg's lost 3 straight coming in too. This one, Edmonton, Dallas, and Boston. Not an easy schedule, but they lost. Washington, meanwhile, comes in off a loss to Carolina. They did beat Columbus last time out. Washington is 18-9-4 this season. 8-4 on the road. Meanwhile, Winnipeg 0-8 as an underdog this season. Okay, you're an underdog, so you're not supposed to win, but you're not supposed to lose them all. 0-8, that's no good. I'll probably go to the total here in this one with Washington taking on Winnipeg here in this one. See what you have in the chat here. Maybe I'll wait to catch up with you guys a little bit. Feels like maybe you guys are reluctant to put in the plays because I'm going so fast here. I won't show them on the screen, but let me take the total probably here in this one with the Caps and the Jets.
Halftime.
I'm going to go under in this one with Logan Thompson in there. Give me the under, Caps and the Jets. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Oilers here taking on the Leafs. So far, it does not look like we're going to see Yari yet. So Picard expected to be in goal here still against Hildeby. Still, Edmonton's a favorite on the road. In fact, they're up to $1.35, which almost feels like maybe they will get their new goalie in there. This thing has been on the move big time. You want to tell me this is changing things for the Oilers here all of a sudden? Look, I know that this has been kind of a one-sided series between these two teams. I mean, you look at the Oilers coming in here against Toronto. They basically have lost 4 of the last 5 against them here right now. Edmonton's not very good on the road. How are we going to take them here at $1.35 now?
Final.
Like I said, maybe Yari can get there. Maybe Yari will be in goal here, but I think right now it's going to be Picard. Games at 7 Eastern and 4 Pacific time. I know that Sharps are all over this one, taking Edmonton here, but man, that price continues to go sky high. I don't know if I want any part of that right now. I'm going to go to the total here in this one with Edmonton and Toronto. Let me see what you guys have in the chat. You got caught up here a little bit. Jets and draw for Philly Eagle Flyer. Hello to Nunya. FCS. Yeah, no one. I kind of want to send out a couple of plays here, so I don't have them previewed actually. Just too big of a show. Robert's on the Oilers. He is on the Oilers. Okay. And let's see here. Over here for Philly Eagle Flyer. Tarleton, they're going to smash Nova. It feels like Nova had the right matchup last week, but against this one, I know this, man. There were a lot of points in that game last night. I know I got caught on the under here, but I'm probably going to go over on all 3 games today. But don't be surprised if that comes out as a premium too. So should be some good games with a lot of points here today. All right, gang, Edmonton and Toronto here. Toronto's gone under in 5 straight, including 5 of their, and they've also gone under in 5 of their last 6 games at home here right now. Edmonton comes in here currently with a record of 14-11-6. Toronto is 14-11-5 overall coming into this one, and Toronto is 11-7 at home. But remember, they were going massively over here previously, and it's kind of calmed down. They're still 36-25 to the over combined here. Well, like I said, though, it's kind of been coming back to earth a little bit as far as the Toronto Maple Leafs and those overs are concerned. So I'm going to make my call here in this one between Toronto and Houston. I'm going to go to the
Final.
total. I'm going to go to the total in this one and give me the under here with Toronto and Edmonton. Next up, Golden Knights taking on the Blue Jackets here. Golden Knights $1.45. The total 6 in this one. You got the Knights coming in here 15, 6, and 9. Columbus has lost 4 straight. They're 13, 12, and 6 coming in. Vegas is 8 and 2 on the road so far this season. Columbus just 6 and 16 as an underdog. Right now, Vegas has seen a few overs here of late, but Connor Hart in here against Jet Greaves going in this one. I think we've got an under here between these two, and I want to go under with Vegas and the Blue Jackets. We'll have previews during the week, you guys. Okay, Nunya, thank you. He's liking Iona there, it looks like, plus 28, and that certainly a significant game with Iona and St. John's, right? I got to keep it moving here, guys, and try to get this one wrapped up.
Final.
Here with Carolina taking on Philadelphia. Carolina 19-9-2. Philadelphia comes in 16-9-4. Coming into this one, man, you got Carolina, pretty big price here on the road. I know I've taken a few dogs here, but probably going to take Carolina as a favorite here in this one. Oh, where's my graphic? There we go. Carolina is up to $1.70 or so. What can I do? I do like them in this game, and give me Carolina at $1. I'm going to take them at $1.70 here over the Flyers. Carolina, of course, pretty strong here as a favorite. 18-9 as a favorite. 9-4 on the road. Give Philly credit; they are 10-5 at home, but they are 9-11 as an underdog here. I'm just going to take Carolina here in this one. All right. A few more here. We're getting close to the end. Panthers are on the road taking on the Stars here on Saturday night. You got the Panthers here, an underdog. Look, the Stars are playing incredible right now. If it wasn't for the Avalanche, we'd be talking about the Stars every day. But they finally lost one last time out to Minnesota, 5-2. That snapped their winning streak. They've been playing a little bit more shaky here of late. Look, I tried to go with Florida against Colorado. Shame on me. Probably shouldn't go with them here, but I almost want to. They got to win one of the two games, it feels like, right? But against Ottinger, I'm doing it. I'm still taking Florida. Shame on me if I lose this one, but I'm going to take the Panthers here. I know no one likes the Panthers with all their season-long injuries, but they have played a little bit better, and they are over 500 right now, having won 3 of their last 4. And I'm going to take them at plus money here in this one. Okay. A dog and a draw in Philly for Philly Eagle Flyer. God, I got Philly Eagle Flyer here, and I can't even spend any time on these. Got Red Wings and the Blackhawks here with the Red Wings on the road, favored minus $2. Total 6.5 here in this one. Detroit's won 3 of 4 coming in right now. They lost to Edmonton last time out 4-1. Chicago, meanwhile, has lost 3 of 4. They're coming in off a loss to St. Louis here for the Red Wings. They are just 8-6 on the road so far this season. 7-7 is a favorite, a $2 favorite here. Chicago 13-16 is an underdog. They're 7-5 at home coming in. Man, really, can the Red Wings really be trusted here with this inconsistency, if you will? Soderblom, though, was in there for Chicago today. So, yeah, I think maybe Detroit, maybe, oh boy. Let me see here what you have here. Soderblom, maybe that is the one factor here that could keep me off of him. But, I mean, he's got a near 4 goals against here. This one's going to be kind of a crapshoot, it feels like right now. The Blackhawks did win the first game between the two teams this season 5-1. And but still, this puck line isn't very attractive either. I want to take Chicago. I'll take them here. I'm going to take Chicago plus 1.5 minus $1.50 in this one. All right, Robert's taking Detroit. Yeah, I really should take Detroit puck line. Oh boy, Philly Eagle Flyer says over the trip try in Chicago there, over in the Stars game as well. Robert went over in Panthers versus Stars in there. Thank you. I'm just trying to wrap up the show, gang. Here's the Predators taking on the Avalanche. This one's $3.50 right now, and yeah, you know what? That's the way Colorado's been doing their business here. They're 22-2-7. Nashville's playing some of their best hockey going right now. They've actually won a few games here of late. They've won 2 in a row. Wins over St. Louis and Colorado. 4-3. Remember, they beat Colorado. So big time revenge here, it feels like, for Colorado. But hey, maybe the Predators are the team to hang in there and make it tough again. Or will Colorado just pound them from the onset here? Hey, whenever I get that plus 1.5 at plus money, I'm going to take the Predators to hang in there. Maybe Colorado does it again, but I don't want to lay it here at minus 1.5 at minus 130. It is down to 320 at some of the square books, so I'll take the Predators here in this one. And maybe just some tight games here. Finally, it's going to be the Flames and the Kings tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss one here? No. Flames and Kings. I got it. Here we go. Flames and Kings here tonight with Wolf and Kemper. Look at the Kings at $1.85 here right now. Total 5.5 here in this one. Maybe even juice to the under here a little bit, but Kings still about $1.85. I know I'm going under in this one. It doesn't even matter. It's Calgary and under for me for sure, and that's the Morning Steam show. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully the hockey picks. Look, I had a crummy day there yesterday and the day before as well. So why analyze it? Just give out the picks and hope I get some winners here in hockey. All right, let me get the drawing out of the way, and then we'll get out of here. Thanks for sticking around here for over 2 hours of me just rambling. But you notice how the steam has calmed down a little bit as well. So. But just a long show, so thank you, everybody. Really appreciate you hanging in there with me. Let's run Mikey Money, do the commercial. Don't forget to get my plays today. I've got 7 college basketball games out there. I've got 6 plays in the UFC out there today, and I'll probably come in with a little more. Like I said, I think my FCS is going to be sent out probably on the free picks here today. So, Mikey, let me hear from you, and then we'll get on out of here.
Hey, it's Mikey Money here, letting you know the Sports Money team is live on Winnable. Come check out our best bets.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays, and they're sent right to your phone right when we drop them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, while you were away, there is a steam move in college basketball. They weren't done. Southern Illinois and Richmond. This will probably be our last one here of the show, but hopefully you got lots of notes out there on all these moves. By the way, we got 2 moves to report on, but by the way, those college basketball steam moves, right? You always want to know how they're doing, or if you're keeping track. Maybe that's why you're here, but so far this week, just 67 and 51 this week for the Steam, but hey, I think that'll work.
Final.
Steam just came in, South Carolina State and I'm sorry, this is on the football game here. South Carolina State and Prairie View coming up here in that important game there, and steam came in on the over there with South Carolina State and Prairie View. Was 52, but we're up to 53.5. It looks like right now in that one between South Carolina State and Prairie View, and that one goes off here at the top of the hour. So that steam coming in, it's up to actually 54 right now. Prairie View is a 1.5 point favorite. We didn't even preview that one, but important game there in that SWAC championship there. Okay. Also, there was one more. The basketball move was Southern Illinois and Richmond, and the steam came in on the over, and that one was Southern Illinois and Richmond. We're seeing that one move higher here right now. It was 154, but we've seen that steam come in here with Southern Illinois and Richmond, and right now that one has gone up here to 157. So a 3-point move on the over. All right, let's do the drawing. I got 40 of you that commented here today. Let's see. Someone's going to win those picks right now, so you can get my UFC and college basketball. Thank you to everybody in the chat as well. Blake, Bobby Mack, thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. Let's do the drawing, see who's going to get the free subscription, if you'd like. Nunya, Stop Geo, Noli, SF Niner, Philly Eagle Flyer, Sports Money. Who's going to win? Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker deserves it. I'll put another month on for Johnny Walker if he's already signed up. If not, use the promo code WINNER to get free picks from me today and for 1 month over at winnable.com/Ramon. All right. Bobby Max and the fish is coming to the Spear. I don't know. I've never been to a fish show, believe it or not. I heard Zach Brown had a killer concert there the other day. I'm not even a country western guy, but I'd probably go do that one. Okay, let me get on out of here. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining me. Make sure you join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, for the UFC coverage. We're going to be here all night, so get well rested up. We'll be doing NBA Cup at that time, the LA Bowl as well. So thanks a lot, everybody, for joining me. Be back tomorrow. We'll do the NFL. Don't forget. Not only did look at that, and we'll see Santa tonight. We'll see Santa tonight as well on the show. We'll get there we go. That's for Mikey right there. Hope he didn't mind. I downloaded the Christmas packet. Makes it a mess. I cannot even find anything, but feel free to delete them, Mikey. That's going to do it for the show. And for the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.